children, today we will start chapter 14, Water in Our Lives. Earth is called the blue planet because 3/4 of the Earth's surface is covered with water. Water is one of the most important natural resources that are found on Earth. Natural resource mean the naturally occurring materials that are useful to man. It is present in all the three states: solid, liquid and gas. Water is present in the liquid form mainly on the earth. Rain is the main source of water on the earth. It fills rivers, lakes, ponds, etc. All these river, lakes and ponds makes the surface water. When the rainwater seeps into the ground, it is called as the underground water. Water that is present under the ground or the underground water can be drawn out by digging wells with the help of hand pumps and tube wells. Tube wells are used for irrigating fields. Although there is so much water on the earth, 97% of it is salty and is present in oceans and seas. Hence, we cannot use that water in our household purposes. So we use river and lakes water. In towns and cities, water is supplied to our homes from rivers and lakes. The public water supply system is responsible for cleaning this water and then supplying to our house through a network of pipes. The water in our taps is often not safe for drinking. This water can be made safe for drinking by boiling or using water filters. Since ancient times, water has been worshipped in our country. People pray to the rain god in case there is no rain. River like Ganges is considered as holy. People believe that taking a dip in this river cures all sins. Holy water is also used by the Muslims before namaz. Christians also sprinkle holy water. The Amrit Sarovar at Golden Temple, Baulis of Rajasthan, Kunds of North India, Pushkarinis of South India are examples of sacred tanks in which water was conserved in ancient India. Rain is the main source of water on the earth. But how does it occur? Let's understand this with the help of a diagram. The heat of the sun evaporates the water present in water bodies into vapor. That is called evaporation. These water vapor goes high into the sky because they are very light in weight. Then they meets cool air and changes back into water. This is called condensation. The drops of water join together to form a cloud. When these clouds becomes heavy, they fall down as rain. This is called precipitation, and this cycle continues in nature every time. So, we learned that heating of water causes evaporation and changing of a gas into the liquid state is called condensation. The process of water evaporating to form clouds and then condensing and then returning to the earth is known as the water cycle. Although the water cycle occurs every time in nature, we often face water shortage. It is due to some issues like rise in population increases the use of water, causing water shortage. Trees are being cut to construct roads, houses, apartments, etc. They help to bring rain and conserve water. This too results in water shortage. Water is being polluted, resulting in lesser water to usage. Tube wells and bore wells are being dug everywhere, resulting in falling of groundwater. Water takes the shape of the container. The amount of water that a container can hold is called its volume. It is measured in millimeters, liters and kiloliters. A bucket holds more water than a glass. Hence, it has more volume. We can store water in clean containers. Cover the containers in which water is stored. The container should be cleaned regularly. In houses, water is also stored in overhead tanks for later use. Water is precious and we should save every drop of it. So that's it for today. I hope you all have understand the topics. We will meet next time. Till then, keep learning.